We have some new stock Windows 10 Pro retail keys. Still the low price of $12.50. Get them before they are sold out. You can find the link in the video description if you would like to purchase one. Hello and welcome to this special video about the Skyrim Special Edition. The ultimate version. What's up with that version? When I did release my 100 mods edition, I knew at that time I did announce also a full modded version like I did in 2018. I have to say I am not really sure if I'm ever going to release that still, and I'm going to explain that a little bit later in the video. But, you know, to have some good news, I think there are some wonderful texture packs which you guys can use on top of the 100 mods edition, which definitely change your game so much that it almost looks as good or looks maybe even better than the previous 400 mods edition. And I thought it would be nice to start with that for the ones who would like to install some new stuff, who want to have my looks in my game. Before after that, I explain also why it's so hard to create a 400 mods edition. But I don't want to waste your time. If you want to start downloading mods and want to have my graphics and all that stuff, I would say let's jump into the Skyrim Special Edition Nexus mods page. You can find it on here on the Nexus mods page, of course. And what I'm currently using is the full mod list from, let's see, Clevercharff. Yeah, here he is, Clevercharff. He has created some fantastic looking high quality texture packs, absolutely next level. And I'm currently running them on top of all of my mod list, the previous 100 mods edition. So as you can see here, I just added them on top and make sure to drag and drop your generated LUTs at the bottom again. But I would definitely recommend checking them out. You can download the 2K or 4K version. I'm running the 4K versions. But, you know, it's very easy. You can download them, and since there are just only textures and meshes, you can add them on top of your existing list, and they will overwrite your previous stuff anyway. And yeah, it's the guy Clevercharff. He has quite a weird history because the first time he did upload some mods, he got banned because he apparently stole some textures. But even well, that story is pretty weird. What's even more weird, a couple of days later, he actually did prove that his stuff was not stolen. He did create it himself. And yeah, apparently Nexus did investigate that, and he unbanned him, and Clevercharff did continue making these wonderful, wonderful looking texture mods. So that is the first thing I can definitely recommend you. It will look, your Skyrim will look very, very good. I think almost as good even as the 400 mods edition, maybe even better because the texture quality is super, super well done. Another mod which I could recommend, and that's pretty much up to you, is the new Skyrim 2020 Parallax mod by Fusher. And actually this is the #1 mod of all time right now in Skyrim Special Edition. I did completely miss it out for some reason, and let's see, this apparently I did download this in 18th of January 2020, but I can't really remember much about it. Anyway, for the ones who like parallax textures and who doesn't, I mean, that's the depth in that stuff, in the terrain, in the textures. Absolutely something I would recommend to check it out. Maybe first, before you download the Clevercharff stuff, to maybe download first the 2020 Parallax mod and add them just on top of your existing mod list, because it will overwrite all that stuff anyway which it offers. So yeah, and if you don't like it, or you have glitches, or it doesn't really work that well, you can just go to mod organizer and simply uncheck that specific mod. Also, I would like to point out, for my current videos, I am running the following weather mod: Obsidian weathers with re-engaged EMB. So if you're still using a different weather mod, then you know that I'm currently using Obsidian weathers with re-engaged EMB. So let's see, what's there also? Yeah, there was also another thing. I'm currently using 3D trees and plants over enhanced vanilla trees because I think they just look very good, and the LUT has improved a little bit. But for the rest, in my opinion, I didn't really change much to my 100 mods list. I am running that list, and on top of that, I am, by the way, I can see here now what I've done. I've did install first the Parallax textures, which probably look great, and on top I did install all the Clevercharff stuff to test that out as well, and I'm currently in love with that right now. But what's pretty cool about Mod Organizer is, let's see, it only has textures. I can just drag and drop this one here, so under the last Clevercharff mod, and now all my Parallax textures are activated. That's it, pretty much drag and drop to switch between the all-in-one Parallax texture mods and the Clevercharff stuff. So those are the two mods or at least the mod lists from Clevercharff, which I would definitely recommend you guys check it out to have a super great looking Skyrim Special Edition on top of the 100 mod list. So that was pretty much it regarding mods. I would like to explain a little bit why I didn't really finish the 400 mods or the ultimate mods list by showing this guys to you. This is Nexus Mods, the most popular modding community out there. And what's pretty funny is that the Nexus Mods is now almost covering 1,000 unique games, and it has 981, so almost 1,000. And the top 6 are all Bethesda games. That really proves how moddable these games are. So from all these almost 1,000 games, the original Skyrim is the #1 most modded and popular game out there. It has the most unique mods by a very, very long distance in comparison with the other games. Especially if you, an example, the first non-Bethesda game is The Witcher 3, which only has over 3,000 unique mods. But Skyrim has over 60,000 unique mods. And what's pretty cool about that is that Skyrim Special Edition is the #3 of all these 1,000 mods, of all these almost 1,000 games, I mean. And it's only been out there for a couple of years. And I can remember in the beginning people were, saying, screw Skyrim Special Edition, we're going to stick to the old Skyrim. But I can definitely see Skyrim Special Edition is growing in popularity. And that's, for me, for my personal reason, it's the stability. It's just so unmatched in comparison with the original Skyrim that I'm not ever going to go back to the original Skyrim when it comes to modding. So, the thing is, why did I show you that? The thing is, when I did create the ultimate mod list, and I did complete it a couple of times, every day, I literally mean every day, new mods are added to Skyrim Nexus, also Skyrim Special Edition Nexus, every freaking day. And that happens because people just create new stuff, but also mods get converted from old Skyrim, and it goes so fast that it's very difficult to, keep up with everything. And I did create and finish the mod list twice now, I think. But then again, I saw some new mods, an example, these Clevercharff mods. These textures, and yeah, for me they're just so good looking that I rather not keep them out, and for that it's almost impossible nowadays to create a full modded version, because creating the list, testing stability in Skyrim, recording footage, recording the tutorials, and then rendering the videos, uploading the videos, it literally takes weeks to do that. And by then my mod list is already 3 weeks old, and also mods are about to set to hidden, and then it's even more annoying because then we have to share the mods on my Discord page, which works, but it's all not ideal. And for that I would like to say it's very hard to create a full version nowadays. And for that I'm probably deciding not to do it for now, probably not this year. Maybe we're going to update it in 2021, or maybe some major graphical updates have to be released for Skyrim Special Edition. I don't know. But for now, to not make this video super, super long, I would strongly suggest use my 100 mods edition. Make sure you test out various weather mods and EMBs, and I would strongly suggest you use FiremanAF's EMBs. He is with Skyrim's with the Skyrim Special Edition re-engaged EMB. It's the #1 EMB by a mile, also on Skyrim Nexus, so you can't go wrong with that. And test out various weather mods for yourself. And then on top of that, I would either use the Clevercharff's mods or the the Parallax mod by Fusher, so the all-in-one texture mod. I think those are the major mods which you should definitely check out in 2020. Now in June 2020 we're talking about, and these can definitely make a huge difference with the 100 mods previous edition, which you might have followed from my tutorial. So I hope with this that I cleared a lot of these things up for you guys, why I did not release a full version yet, and what you can do to have a fantastic looking Skyrim Special Edition, which is almost as good or maybe even better than the full 400 mods or whatever edition I did release in 2018. So I would say join the discussion on my Discord channel. You know, we have over 4,000 active members nowadays, or active, I'm probably over exaggerating that, but at least we have 4,000 members, and yeah, I love to have a discussion with you guys. And if you have any modding questions, stuff like that, you want to share screenshots, just join Discord, and then hope to speak you guys there.